they write in the name of my name things about me that they think what I presented and what I stand for. And that's a huge difference. I knew when I was born, when I'm gonna die. Not consciously, not in the age of 1 or 2, but I knew that I'm gonna have a very short life. Well, why did I die? It's a very good question. But this is the question everybody asks. This is a question everybody is so curious about. Why did I die? I died because the truth has to live. I sacrificed myself towards the truth. That's why I died. My body was a sacrifice for the truth. Because I came on this earth to show the people the connection towards the truth. And I hope I did good. And I hope I made it. But I realized way later, not on earth anymore, I realized that the way the humans were in a state of my present sacrifice, what state they were in a state of shock. Because, okay, I have to start from the beginning. I was on earth in a moment where the connection towards their truth was in their lowest point of the earth. The frequency on this earth was in the lowest, most possible point towards the truth. So the gateway towards the truth was completely closed. God put me there in first place because He said, be an example of the truth and transmit the truth towards the people and the human consciousness. That's what the Christ conscious is. The Christ consciousness is a relation towards the truth, because the people are all connected to exactly this consciousness. That's what they have all in common. It's an access gate towards the truth. I came to this earth to remind the people where they can find and experience the truth. That's what I did. I was the gateway towards the truth. That's why I came to earth. And, okay, you have to understand God in a way that He really knows what He's doing. And imagine I would came to earth, I would be not provocative, I would do it in a very gentle way, and the people would think I'm just a crazy guy that gets old and he dies in his crazy delusional state with the age of 80. What would have happened? Absolutely nothing. Nothing would have happened. Nothing. Nothing would have happened. Nothing. So He put me in a place where I was in this specific moment, in this specific manifestation of this specific experience that the people had with me. So I came, I showed them, I taught them the truth, and then I was in a place where the resistance towards my existence was so big, because what do you do? Well, what happens when you have to understand the circumstances. Imagine you come to a place where there is one ruler and he rules the whole environment, and you have one person that was me. You have one person who talks about the truth, who shows them the truth, and who tells the people who they really are. What happens? There is no difference from the time I was on this earth to the time now, because the quality didn't change. The quality of the consciousness in the way it is suppressed, it didn't change. I was the opposite of the distraction. I was the mirror for each single person at the moment I was there. And I was a very clear mirror towards the impact of the suppressive energy of this situation, of this ruler in that moment. And this was the Roman Empire. So what do you think when I'm talking about the truth in the face of the people? What do you think happens? What do you think happens when you empower the people? You create a resistance. You create a resistance. You create a resistance. The resistance was towards the empire. So, you have a resistance towards the empire. You would think it's going to happen when the people realize that there is no need of an external power. You lose power. And then what happens? They lost the power. They were actually afraid of losing the power, so they want to get rid of me as much as possible. There's no magic. There is no magic about my personality. The weight on my shoulders that has been created over thousands of years is much, much bigger than the weight on my shoulders I had when I died. Because there was no weight on my shoulders. There was no weight. I died because I had to die. This is the simplicity of my life. It's too simple. It is too simple for the people. I had to die because I had to die. Because you have to die too. And you? The only difference between you and me, I died for the very last time. You don't have to get emotional. I died for the very last time. The reason why I died and the way I've died had such a huge impact on the society of the quality of time that had been carried away, translated and mistranslated, calculated and created. So the creation of my legacy has been used for personal interest, interpreted, creation. I am a creation of the interpretation of humanity. You know where the sin and the guilt is coming from. It is quite the opposite, like you said. The moment I've died, the guilt was created. It happened the opposite. I didn't come to dissolve this thing with the sin. You know what they made out of me? They put me on a throne and took my human identity away. And this is what is missing. This circle is not perfect. The circle is not perfect. And they use this incomplete circle for their advantage. Because they took my human identity away. You didn't think I didn't eat? I didn't fuck? I enjoyed life a lot. My short life that I had was not much. But I did everything a human being did. But I accepted both parts in me, and that made me complete. But when I died, they only saw one part in me. They only saw the part of God in me, because I died without resistance. They took me, and trust me, I wasn't suffering. No, I wasn't suffering. No, I was not in pain. No. Because I know what you think about my death. You think I carried the cross, I was suffering, I was screaming. No, I can tell you it's not the way it happened. No, they took me, and I knew. And when you know, you know. And they saw the quality of God in me, and they felt what they felt. They knew what they knew. And then they put this hilarious crown on my head, because they made me a son. The Son, same word, same meaning. The Son of God, that's what they call me, no? He is the Son of God, He is God. Yeah, but they didn't kill me, they killed my body. And that's what they realized. We had many conversations already. They couldn't kill me, they only killed my body. And that's when they realized they made a mistake. Because they thought, because of their illusion and of their distraction, they thought with killing me, they're gonna kill me completely. No, they made a mistake. They killed my body, yeah, that's true. But they realized in the moment they did, it was not only the body they wanted to kill everything. But then it was too late. But still, with killing my body, with the whole ceremony that they did, ridiculous, they forgot that I was human. And that's the biggest mistake in the history of my existence. Because I was talking about unity duality about the truth. I was reincarnation of the transmission towards the truth. So they cut off my human identity. Say, yeah, Jesus was God. Yeah, it's true, but so are you. No, and you. Do you see how much emotional disturbance is in my history? How much pain there is because of this lie? How much pain they cause because of this simple, tiny lie. This simple missing link. This simple missing link that is inside the flower of life. The flower of life is the truth. But they didn't want to see that. They didn't want to see that. They wanted to have the possibility of separation. In my name. If you want to call it a sin, that's the biggest sin ever made since my death. Since the moment I died. They cut off the connection to my physical body. And I see it is a crime to show me as a human. I was just a very gentle reminder. I was the balance. And it's true, I represent the male energy. Yeah, it's true. But a male is only in balance when he has a female. What is a male without a female? Nothing. Nothing. You cannot use only the male energy. It doesn't work. A society that is only controlled and ruled by the male energy, its destiny has no future. It has no future. And that's what they did as well. They took my male part and they put me there. This is Jesus, and we have to control because he was a male. He represented the male power because I was a man. So they put me there. But I had another part. And there were females in my life. I was always making sure that they are both energies equally the same. And they took my part, and then everything went its own way, and the result is the present moment. Your present moment in this world. I'm not angry that they misinterpreted misinterpreted my life, the reason why I died, what they forgot. But I'm not a human anymore, it's not my problem. No? You have to heal all of this. And you as well. Because the times for now are preparing yourself for the next state of evolution. And for this, you have to heal all the wounds that have been created on, for example, in your part, the male side, and in your part, the female side. But for this, you have to have an awareness towards this imbalance. Because the world is a balance between duality. You have heaven, you have the earth. You have male, you have female. You have right, you have left. You have dark, you have light. And to overcome this duality, you have to go towards unity. And if you accept both, you are united. You understand? So you accept both, and that's what they didn't do. They saw my heaven, but they didn't see my darkness. And that's a mistake. But I accepted my darkness as well. Yeah. But you see, people have a resistance towards the darkness because they judge the darkness. That's the same problem. And in their eyes it's a sin to show me as a human, to say I was only a human. No, I was complete. I was a human, yeah, but I was complete. Because I knew that I was God. The moment I went to the cross, the people who were adoring me were spitting at me, throwing stones, because the energy changed. And the weakness in relation towards me, they were strong with me, but they were weak without me. They were not brave enough. So what? They saw my loyalty towards God as a weakness. They saw my bliss, my grace, and my not resistance towards my own death as a weakness. And there was no weakness in it. I was fully aware of it. And I knew I'm going to die. I knew the exact date when I'm going to die. The exact date, the exact hour, the exact minute when I'm gonna inhale and exhale for the very last time.
Who was there with you when you died from your closest people? Not everyone turned your back on you, right?
I didn't say that everyone. You're in a herd of sheep. You have different varieties of sheep. And I can tell you, the sheep that seemed the most distant were the closest. the most loyal. And the one who were the closest, they were the most distant. Some were crying, they didn't want to look. Some were happy, but not because of my death. They were happy because they knew me, and they knew. So you had all different types of reactions and non-reactions, varieties of expression of physical and emotional outbursts. But one thing happened when I died. There was no fulfillment. And they realized how empty they were. Because the moment the presence, my presence was gone, because my spirit left, the light left. And then the guilt started. And based on this guilt was built my legacy. You know how empty it feels when you lose love? Yeah, exactly. Imagine you have the love of your life, and your love of your life dies. That's how they felt. Because they realized I was the love of their life. But then it was too late. Like I already said, it was too late. They made not a mistake, because they had to do it. The mistake were made later. To kill me was not a mistake. No. No. The way they dealt with my death, that was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. A very interesting mistake, but it was a mistake. Like I said, now it's up to you, personally, everyone on this earth, to heal this, what they did. Because in the name of what they call religion, in my name, did I have anything to do with that? I don't think so. No, I don't have anything to do with that. I'm sitting here with God and have the best time of my life. You need duality to have unity. And the child is a product of unity. But you need duality. And that's why you need duality. The process of duality is so important to have unity. Because that's why the One created duality, that you can experience unity. Again, and it was the mistake. They forgot the duality, because duality means that it's in your own chance and in your own possibility and in your own power to find unity. But they separated me, they isolated me. They covered me with gold. They gave me thousands of names, thousands of identifications. But within these thousands of identifications, thousands of names, thousands of meanings, thousands of illusions, they forgot duality. They forgot duality. Because duality is so important. And I'll repeat myself again, because this is the most important message for all to understand my part on this world and what has been cut out in relation to my existence on earth. I had a physical body. I was a human in this world, which had a conscious awareness that my physical body was only my illusion and my limitation. Therefore, I accepted this physical body, I accepted my rule on this earth, and I had no resistance towards this experience on earth. And I accepted that I am God, and I knew I was God. Within all this duality, I was united with myself and with God. And again, to make you understand why is this so important. That we are brothers, and the same gives you an immense of self-empowerment and opportunities towards your life. Because if you embrace your existence here on earth and you acceptance, your state of duality, you have the possibility to die in unity. And no one else can change this, and no one else has to tell you anything else. And everything else, everything will lose power over you, because you know who and what you are. And then you're free. And you can die with a smile on your face like I did. I wasn't suffering. Again, I wasn't suffering. What a drama has been created towards my death. Something you can have in a movie where there needs an emotional level of satisfaction. To surrender is no weakness. No. And he, or he, He put the seed of love inside of myself. And He showed me what it means to receive unconditional love. Because in the state He found me, or I found Him, or however it worked, He taught me, or He made me feel, it sounds a bit better, He made me feel what it means to connect towards unconditional love and towards unity. Because maybe you wouldn't expect this, but I was a creation of duality. And I experienced duality as well. It was just a short fragment of duality, it doesn't really matter. But I needed help as well. And I received help. And guidance. Because I needed guidance as well. But the time I needed was not much. It was only a couple of years. Not much time. Question is, how much time do you need? Or you? Or he? How much time do you need to have access towards unconditional love? To have dissolved the illusion that you have created, that you have manifested in this world. With blindness or with separation or ignorance. Because ignorance is the poison of unity. People are missing love. Because of ignorance. Ignorance towards their higher self. Ignorance towards God. Give it a name. Ignorance towards the light. Yeah. That sounds like my Last Supper. Don't forget, humor is the most important thing you can have. And don't take your life too serious. And don't be ignorant towards your life. And don't take it not too serious. Because there has to be a balance between taking it serious and taking it too easy. I was talking about God, right? Yeah. When I talk about myself, I talk about the moment I was on earth. I am not on earth anymore. Let me have some distance towards my spirit on earth. There you go. Not anymore. I'm now here. In best company. Company of infinite joy and laughter. Whenever you're in pain, and whenever you're worried, and whenever you're in questioning, whenever you're in sadness, you are distracted from this joy and laughter, because that's what He is. Joy and laughter. You can call God an infinite laughter. And I'm very grateful that I have constant company of infinite laughter, infinite joy. And I would tell all of them to fuck off. Because that's what my human part would say. How can you ignore? You think I was not swearing? You think I didn't make a poo? The biggest poo God has ever seen. I'm so sorry. I have problems of taking myself serious in that relationship to my identification as Jesus, because it's hilarious what they did in my name and what they ignored. I don't want to repeat myself, but this is the subject for today. Never stop laughing. Never stop laughing. And this love I feel, and this gratitude towards Babaji, it's pure. And I will leave you a little bit of this pure connection. I will give you a little fragment of this pure connection, and may it grow within you as a seed. And may it replace the seeds that you have injected in your system in distraction and disbelief. And may it replace the darkness or the illusion of darkness that you have created for yourself. That it can grow, and you can grow with it, and it can take you up, like an elevator.